Hi everyone, coming on to the card tutorial. This is a card I made last night, this morning. I've finished it off this morning. And it's using the floral frames. Blah, blah, blah. Try and get that out in a fast one. And all I've done is colour the floral frames and then colour the separate flower element stamps and pop them up on dimensional so it looks like little clusters. And then what I've done is I've used the leaf punch that came with the Painted Harvest bundle last year. Still available, but it's not as a bundle anymore. And I've used that using the colours that I've used there. So I've got light old olive, I've got dark old olive, and I've got shaded spruce. So to get that, have I still got it? Yeah. To get that, all I did was scribble some of the blends onto a piece of quality white paper. If I bring that up, you'll be able to see that it's a linen paper, so it's not a wee flimsy one. And then I used some Nouveau Platinum. Oops. And just went over it, painted over the leaves, and then I also painted over the bottom half of the card. Need to leave that open because there's a wee damp bit in it. Then for this bit I blended the blends together. So I used light Mango Melody, dark Mango Melody, light Calypso Coral, dark Calypso Coral, light Lovely Lipstick and dark Lovely Lipstick. And then what I did was I used a dry baby wipe and soaked it with some rubbing alcohol and went over the back of it, because then that seeped through onto the front and blended it out. So it's gave it a really quite smooth blend. And then I've just put it straight onto the card base, and I used the colours that obviously I had in the flowers, so it kind of makes it. So we're going to recreate that version. I have done a little bit of prep work. I have heat embossed this. If I just bring it up, you'll be able to see the gloss. So what I did to get that is I inked my Stamp Up with Versamark. Then I used my VersaFine over the top of it. So in fact I'll do it with the sentiments so you can see what I mean, because I do need another one of the sentiments anyway. So you are inking up your sentiment, then you are immediately inking up your stamp with your black ink. You can use the Memento, it will work the exact same way. Now, I never dusted that. Let me just throw a bit of dust down. And then just stamp. Okay, move that out the way a minute. Bring in my little bit of scrap. Bring in my clear embossing powder. Dump it on. Tap it off. I'm a bit dropsy today, so I'm trying to be careful that I don't drop my embossing powder. And the clear embossing powder is amazing. I do have the black, and if I'm honest, I haven't even tried it because this works. So I tend to stick to what I know. So I'm just heating it up a wee bit and then just bring it on, and you will see it change quite quickly. There it goes. That's it. And if I bring it up, you can see it is just gorgeous. That font is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Then all I did for that is popped it out with a 1 1/4, which is just neat. Okay, so you are actually taking a little bit of the bee off, but I'm okay with that because you can still see it's a bee. Let me just line it up properly. There. And I mean, look, you have literally got a little dot at either side there. So I can live with that. Then we need a piece of black cardstock. And we are popping out a 1 1/2 inch. Okay, so that gives me a nice border around it. Oh, itchy nose. A wee bit of something on there, but it's alright. Can work with that. Then just pop that on, like so. And then just leave that aside to dry, okay? Because we're not going to need that until we've coloured the rest in. So get rid of those punches because I don't need them just now. Stay put. Right, so bring this back in, and I'm just going to chop off the excess because I can punch out some more of that. Right, so for our flowers, I'm going in with the light mango melody first, and I'm going to do 2 of those. And don't worry about staying in the lines because you're going to go over and add a layer of dimensional flowers, so it doesn't really matter. And then we'll add one here. Like that. And what I'll do is I will go in with the dark, and I'm just going to add a wee bit into the centre, and then just a couple of wee V's, just kind of marking the sides there. Then we'll go in with, why have I got Highland Heather? I don't want that. I think I pulled out the wrong colour there. Blackberry Bliss. So where have I put the other one? That's strange. Ah, that's where it's been. I've lifted the wrong one, that's all. Right, so then we'll go in with Lovely Lipstick, and this is again the light. I'm just going round. In this one I am just going round the outside, and then I'll fill in the centre with the dark. So I've got that there, and I'm just going to come in and just do a little line across, and then a wee circle. Then we've got Calypso Coral, and we have got the light. So again, I'm just going to go around the outside. Grab the dark Calypso Coral and just because it doesn't need to be perfect, and then just to blend it out a wee bit, I'm just going to go back over this just to smooth it a little bit. Then I think I'll add the last one with the lipstick as well. So I'm just going to go in with the light. And as you'll have probably heard me say a few times, since I've had Bell palsy, my eyesight isn't 100%, so colouring isn't the easiest task for me at the minute. So all I'm doing with this one is actually just where the lines are, I'm just adding a little bit of definition. And that's it. I'm not going into loads and loads of shading and things with that. Then we've got our greens. So I've got the light Old Olive, and I'm not colouring these wee little bits in. I'm going to chop them off because they're a nightmare to try and cut round. There is a stamp that's in the set, I will show you in a minute, that does make that similar little embellishment. So I'm not filling in every one of the leaves, I'm just filling in some of them. Then I'm going in with the dark Old Olive, and I'm using the bullet end for this because it gives me a bit more control. Then I'm going to use the light shaded spruce and do these smaller leaves, although in my head I think I might chop these off as well, just for the camera time, because to fussy cut these out it was a bit of a labour of love. But I just want you to see the actual effect that you will get when you do it. It's one of those days today, my head and my mouth just aren't corresponding very well at all. Right, so that's the light shaded spruce. Now the dark shaded spruce is very dark, so I am only going to be touching a tiny little bit onto each of them. Okay, so if I bring that up, you'll be able to see what I mean. Come on, you, focus there, yeah. So you can see it's literally like a wee stroke I've done. Bring that up a bit more. Same with these ones. Just adding a tiny bit of colour. And there's a little fruit fly in here that is going to get attacked if it comes near me again. So that's basically your centre part. And then we have got this, which is going to go in the centre. with obviously some more flowers around it. So let me just bring that in, and we need memento for this part. So let me just clean this off, and then we'll grab the other two stamps that we need. So we need these, and you can see there, that's a little element I was talking about that you can add on if you wish, but I'm not, because to be honest, I'm really not that fussed. Right, let me grab a piece of cardstock. Is that going to be enough? Yes. Right, so I'm going to do the same as I did before. I was going to use memento, but I'm just going to do the embossing because I think it'll actually make it a nicer, easier project. So that's them inked up. And you can see, if I turn it to the light, you can see the gloss of the Versamark. And then you have got your black on there now. Let me just dust this off a little bit. Beautiful. Get our scrap of paper. And the good thing with the clear is, even if you do have a few little excess shards of the embossing powder, it's not going to make a difference. It's clear, which is good. So I'm just going to heat this up. There we go. And then we're going to colour them. Same idea as what we've done before, but we'll do a different assortment of the flowers because they'll be in different positions this time. Right, so let me see. I think we'll use the light Calypso, the light Mango Melody. And I'll use that one too. Then I'm going to go in with the light Calypso Coral and just go around the edges there. And then just a little bit in the centre. And then blend it out with the light. This one we will go in with the dark and just add a little bit more colour. Next up we will go in with the light Calypso Coral, and I'll go into this big one here, And this one I'm going to add the lovely lipstick. So it actually looks like, what do you call it? Almost like a sunset. So let's go in with the light. And I'm just adding it on the definition lines. And a little bit on the centre. If I bring that up, you'll see what I mean by being almost like a sunset. So I'm going to go back over it with the light just to blend it in a little. And then we'll go in with the dark, and there'll be no shading in this one, so it's just straight colour. And the other good thing is with the embossing powder, it kind of holds the colour in just a little bit. What will I do now? I think we'll go in with the light Mango Melody and just leave, oh, that's the dark. We'll do it with that then, and we'll just leave that as is. There we go. Move them out the way. And we need to fussy cut them. So I'm trying to do this as quick as I can for the camera. So this is not going to be a quick card. If you were wanting to do this in mass, it would be fine, but just do your fussy cutting downstairs or whatever when you've got time. But to be honest, this is one that I would make for a special person. What's the days there? Sorry, I went a bit quiet, but that's what happens when I'm concentrating. You can hear the tumbleweed. So unfortunately, despite wanting to and having got my ticket, I'm not going to on stage. Our car had to go in for its MOT, and sadly it's costing us a lot more than we had bargained for. So transport down, well, sorry, petrol money and hotels, food for the weekend, etc. It just wasn't going to be doable, unfortunately. So I'm bummed. But Team Scrimpy is going to pick up my goodies because I did get my ticket. And I have actually ordered a t-shirt with the Follow Your Dreams theme on it. So I can't wait to get that. That'll be nice. I did see a sneak peek from the Orlando crew yesterday with some of the goodies they got, and they were fab. So I'm all excited. I just need to post Team Scrimpy swaps down because I did make them. I did have swaps for the Pootlers as well, but obviously I'm not posting out all of them because I'd be bankrupt. Right, I'm going to actually take this little centre white bit out because it would annoy me. I don't know why I never done it before, but it's coming out now. There we go. Right, so next out we need to fussy cut this out. So as I said, I think I'm going to cut them off, those shaded spruce leaves, because they are an absolute nightmare to fussy cut. I don't mind fussy cutting the larger leaves, but the smaller ones really I struggle with quite a bit. And with me adding leaves behind it anyway, I think we should be okay. And again, I'm not being too perfect for this, because I don't want to take 4 hours to make a card. The dimensions and stuff will be over on my blog, so you can follow it easily. Yeah, they're coming off. It is doable to fussy cut them though. I'm not sure. I know there's stinlets to go with this, but I'm not sure if it actually cuts out this whole frame with the leaves or not. They will be on my wish list for later this month, hopefully. If I can get on my feet a bit. Because I've got a few birthdays this month. I have got my niece's 17th. That's on Monday, I think. Monday or Tuesday. And then I've got my other niece is on the 9th of December. She's 26 this year. Jordan's birthday is on the 17th of December, and it's his 20th. Then I've got my sister and my cousin on Hogmanay. So, and obviously we've got Christmas in between that as well. So it is a little bit of a costly time for me. And I've got other birthdays in between, but they're the important ones that I need to get gifts for. I've also got my niece that will be 26. Her little boy's birthday is the day before, but he was born asleep, so I need to deal with that as well, and get flowers and get them up for him. Usually my mum or my sister will take them up for us, and then we usually just let off a wee helium balloon or whatever up here for him. So yeah, we've got that as well. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. But she's got her wee rainbow baby now. She's got her wee boy, David, and he is, oops, that's going to come off. So let's just take it off. Right, so get rid of that, get rid of those. Oh, right, so we want to add these on, and I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm just going to snip some of the edges here. because some of these wee flowers are just a bit on the neat side for a full dimensional. I should have actually pulled out my mini ones, but I forgot it. Oops, wrong way round. And one more. Right, and we are going to add that over here, like that. Then we've got our other one. Let me see, I might be able to get a wee full one on this big one here. Yep. And then just a wee half one on the other side. Right, let's still get the backing on it. I can't actually feel my fingers this morning, they're a bit numb. Let me just position that like so. Then we have got our sentiment, which is covering that flower near enough. So let me see if I can pull that in a wee bit. That should be better. Yep, like that. So we'll pop this up on dimensionals. Put one there and one there. Just position it. That looks fine. So that's our topper done, okay? Then we have got our base, and let me see. Use a form of card bases now. I'm going to just trim this down a little, and then it means I can mount it onto my pre-scored card bases. So I'm just going to trim it a little bit. So take that and that. Then that will go across there like that. So I am just going to grab my ATG and just run across there, get back on. Then we want a little bit at either side, just so it's not going to pucker up. And we can take that little bit of a backing away. Right, so that's going on there, like so. Then we just trim off the excess, which isn't much. Get one of our card bases. Score it. That one might need to take another wee bit off just. We'll see. Nope, it's fine. So I'm going to put this down with Tombow. Whoop, fingers aren't working again. like so. Then we are going to add our topper, which will be getting mounted on dimensionals. So we'll add one here, one down there, and one over here, and let's do one in the middle as well, just about there. And I want it just slightly off center. Okay. Now for our leaves. Now for a wee change, I'm going to actually try using vellum, just for something different. If it doesn't work, then we can go back to the linen paper, but I wanted to try it. So I've got light old olive, dark old olive, dark shaded spruce, and then we've got the light shaded spruce, which I'll do around here. Right, then I've got my punch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right. Yeah, I like them better. Right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of clow, simply because it's nearest to me, and I'm just going to position them underneath. And again, another wee bit. I think I'm running into a dimensional. I'm just shifting it down a wee bit. Bring that there, and what I'm going to do is, if you see, there's a lot of space there. So I'm actually going to take one and tear it, add a little bit of glue, and just position it basically over the top. Okay, and the same with, oops, a bit of glue. That's a bit of the ATG, that's fine. I'm going to actually add another one of these to the one at the side here as well. Then these ones here that I have snipped the bits off, I will layer them together. and position them on at the side here. If I can just get my fingers to move out the way of it. There we go. So although they're positioned underneath, you can still see the leaves. And then we've got one more that I'll just add at the corner there. Like so. Right, now the other one I added pearl along the bottom. I'm not going to do that this time, but I will add a spritz of, come on you, right, that's better. I'll add a spritz of the champagne shimmer spray, if I can find it. That's the champagne one. So I'm just giving it a good shake. Then I want to add a wee mask over the top of that sentiment because I don't want the sentiment covered. There we go, that'll do fine. Like so. So I'm just holding it just above. Take that away now. And if I bring that up, you'll be able to see the shimmer, I hope. Stunning. But there's none on the sentiment. Fantastic. So that's our card for today. You can decide what one you like best. I think they're both fun. I think they're both a good idea. And you can just play until you find what's right for you. You could add your pearls, you could add loads of stuff to it, but I just wanted to keep the main focus as the topper. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.